So as you can tell, I'm in my new apartment, but everything's not set up yet. I still have so many boxes to unpack. It's like the more I unpack, it seems like I'm not getting anywhere because I just have so much stuff to unpack, and I've been unpacking for 3 days and organizing. I'm just a complete mess. I'm still in my pajamas right now. I've been unpacking all day, but I figured that I didn't do a letters video last week, so I totally owe it to you guys that I'd do a video for you this week. So far, unpacking's been going fine. No major tragedies until today. So I was bending down to plug in a light, and I didn't realize that there was something behind me with a nail sticking out of it, and I totally just scraped my butt, like really bad, not just like a little, oh, I scraped my butt. I have I think I have 12 Band-Aids because the cut is so long. You know where like that curve is where your butt meets your thigh? So it cut me from there into almost like the top of my butt. Like it's a long just slice. And God, oh my God, I hope it doesn't scar. That would be the worst. And it would be like the ugliest scar ever. So everybody, keep your fingers crossed and please hope that Rachel's butt doesn't scar. So first up we have Vice Hound Light, who asks, what are my thoughts about Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Tekken vs. Capcom? You know I'm a big Marvel vs. Capcom fan, and I'm a huge Street Fighter fan, but you know what? The new one's not going to have Cammy in it. And I don't know if she's going to be downloadable later, but the fact that Cammy's not in it right off the bat makes me sad. It makes me not want to play it, because Cammy is my character, and she's who I always turn to. So, you know, what am I going to do? But the new Mortal Kombat's coming out. The PS3 version's going to have Kratos, which almost sells me on the PS3 version, but the 360 version's going to have the achievements. So, we'll see how that goes. Moon222019 asks what I thought of Borderlands. I adored Borderlands. Played it through 3 times, played all the DLCs. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Usually I'm a brute type of character, but this time around I chose, oh God, I forgot which class I was, but I was the one that my special power was I'd lay down a turret that would, shoot things for me. I don't think that was the hunter. It wasn't the soldier, or maybe it was a soldier. I think I was a soldier. I adore Borderlands, and I want to see more co-op style FPS games like that. We need more of those. V.I. Sanders asks what I thought about Kingdom Hearts series. I love Kingdom Hearts. I liked the second one so much better than the first one. The first one I thought was really long and kind of boring. But the second one had a little more action to it. And I'm not quite sure why they picked some of I think I talked about this recently, didn't I? Maybe someone asked me this question already. But I didn't really understand why they picked some of the Disney films to be in that game, like Mulan and Hercules. Like, nobody liked those movies anyways. It would have been better if they'd gone back to more of the classics. Like, I love the Tron section, that was great. Steamboat Willie, but there are tons of other excellent Disney films that could have made it into the game that were better than like Mulan and stuff. Rocker Bling says, you really don't talk about portable games much, so I was wondering if you play PSP or DS and which portable games you like. I do play some portable games, mostly when I go out of town or when a really awesome game comes out for them. My favorite game on the PSP is God of War Chains of Olympus. But other than that, the PSP is kind of dead to me, and always was. It never really took off much. Most PSP games are just dumbed-down versions of games I already have on PS3, and I have on PSN. And I just I never saw the real value of a PSP. I always just thought it was kind of like a second thought, we've just got to find a way to make money from these people kind of system. So that's why I'm also not very excited about the PSP2. I know it's called like the NGE or whatever. That's just a stupid name. Call it a PSP2. That's what it is. As far as the DS has a lot more titles that I like on it, but it also has a lot more crap because a lot more games come out on the DS. But I mean, just games like any of the Mario titles, of course, Nintendogs, Animal Crossing. Oh God, I can never pronounce this game, but it's Dementium I think it's called Dementium. I guess you know what I'm talking about. That game was excellent. There are a lot of great DS games. Oh, Professor Layton games. Love Professor Layton games. So I am excited for the 3DS much more because I got to play it at E3. I adored it. Not a big 3D fan, but when I got my hands on it, it completely blew my mind. It looks excellent, and I'm really looking forward to it. Catalyzer asks about Amnesia. He says he remembers a few videos back I mentioned that I finally got around to playing Amnesia. And how far am I in the game? Do I like it? Do I hate it? What do I think? I did start playing it, actually. I started playing it on a plane, I think, coming back home from Christmas break. And honestly, I haven't picked it up since. It's just I've had so many games, other games I'm trying to play right now. I'm finishing up Two Worlds 2. I'm at the last boss in that game. I'm also getting DC Universe Online reviewed for you guys. So I haven't picked Amnesia back up. I really, really need to. I was enjoying it. I was really liking it so far. So I need to get back into it and I'll let you know. So I'll get back to you on that one. Mr. Jake Dog 104 asks if I'll be playing Star Wars The Old Republic when it comes out. I saw it at GDC last year and I got to play it. I think we got to sit down and play it for like an hour or two. I'm not sure. But honestly, to me, it just felt like another generic MMO. It just had the Star Wars name to it. So everything I played in it, I really didn't like it. I mean, I'm having more fun in the first hour of DC Universe Online, and I'm not even a superhero fan, than I had in my hour with Old Republic. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, like huge, and you guys know that. And yeah, Old Republic just felt very generic to me. I really, really think that it's just not going to be that great, and big Star Wars fans aren't going to be very impressed. Because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of people out there that aren't into MMOs, but they're only getting Old Republic because of the Star Wars name, and I don't think it's really going to hit it off with them. You know? I don't know. I liked Galaxies a lot better. I adored Galaxies until they ruined it with that expansion pack. But, yeah, we've all talked about that. We've all bitched about it. But I thought Galaxy was a great MMO. That felt like Star Wars. Galaxy definitely felt like Star Wars. Old Republic, to me, does not. Insane Gamer Zone asks what my thoughts on Elder Scrolls V is. Now, I got so much mail from my top 10 most anticipated games of 2011 video. Everybody asking why I didn't put Elder Scrolls on there. And honestly, I mean, if you've seen some of my past videos where I talk about Elder Scrolls, I'm not a big Elder Scrolls fan. I love RPGs. I adore RPGs. But Elder Scrolls is just a little bit too monotonous for me. It's too repetitive. It's just boring. I know everybody gasp, oh my god, Elder Scrolls is not boring. To me it is. I guess it's too vast. Maybe it's not dumbed down enough for me. I don't know what it is, but there's just certain RPGs that are a little bit too much over the line for me. I need a little more action than that. I don't want to, have to tell my character to wait outside a building for 15 hours or something ridiculous like that. Kind of also like Sacred 2. I didn't like that much either. It was definitely way over my head. And maybe that's the thing with Elder Scrolls. Maybe I am just more of an action RPG fan than the really in-depth hardcore ones. And, I'm not by any means saying it's a bad game. Just not my style. I'm going to try it anyways. Just like I want to like Elder Scrolls. I've started playing it 3 times now, and seriously, I just can't do it. Once I finish for the day and I put it down, I have no desire to pick it back up, and that's what happens every time. So I'm going to try the new one. I can't promise I like it, but I'll try it just for you guys. Falagar517, who writes a lot, and he knows I absolutely love him, asks if I saw Kickass. Against every force in the world, I went and saw Kickass. I did, and I really didn't want to, and I'll tell you why. I did an interview with the cast of Kickass. It was Kickass, Hit Girl, and the purple one, McLovin, that guy. And the lead Kickass guy, I don't even know his name, I don't care to know his name, was the worst asshole I've ever interviewed in my life. The guy was just a complete jerk. I'd ask him a question, and he just wouldn't answer. He'd just, start playing with his nails or looking around like I didn't even exist. And I'm sitting here trying to talk to him, trying to interview him, and he's just an asshole, complete jerk. And then finally, I was like, okay, I have to be extremely cliche here, but I'm going to have to ask you, if you had a superpower, what would it be? And he goes, to make this interview go by faster. And it was just pathetic. And after the interview, Hit Girl and McLovin, I can't remember his name in the movie, but he's the guy that played McLovin, they apologized so much for the Kickass guy. They're like, yeah, we're sorry, you know, he can just get in these moods. We're really, really sorry he was so mean to you. So they were cool. And Hit Girl, she seemed like she had had just a lot of caffeine that day, and she was just kind of like, ah! But she was adorable. She knew a lot about games, and of course, you know, McLovin knew his games as well. And they were cool to kind of apologize to me, because they could see that I was pretty upset by Kickass's attitude. So I went and saw the movie anyways, gave him my $7 to see his shitty movie, and it was just as shitty as I expected it to be. So, yeah, that's my short review of Kickass and why I hated it. Adrian29459 asks, hey Rachel, love the Boo t-shirt, where'd you get it? Now, which Boo t-shirt? I have two. I have this one, which I got from sharkrobot.com, and then I have this one, which is from tfury.com. And sadly, the T-Fury one isn't available anymore because those shirts are only available for 24 hours, but sharkrobot.com still does have the Quit Staring at My Boos shirt. He also asks, do you like the Half-Life series, and are you looking forward to Half-Life Episode 3? I mean, is Half-Life Episode 3 ever going to come out? I mean, this is a game that we've been begging for years, and it's just like dead in the water. Are they even listening to us? Hello? We want to give you our money. We want Half-Life 3. Just give it to us and we will buy it. Just give it to us. Why are you holding back? So yes, if you can't tell, I am excited for it. I am a fan of the series. And I think the longer they make us wait for this episode 3, the more hype they have to live up to. So we'll see how that goes. And lastly, Adrian also asks, what's my opinion of the upcoming portables, the 3DS and the PSP2? Just rerun this video just a little bit and you'll get my opinions on that. Well guys, that's my letters video this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I don't have anything cool to look at behind me, and I'm sorry that I'm kind of in my PJs right now. It's just been a really hectic weekend. But either way, I have those two reviews coming out for you that I mentioned earlier, Two Worlds 2 and DC Universe Online. I also, once I get everything unpacked and organized, I have the video coming out for you guys. It's going to be a little tour of my house. It's going to be Cribs, but Rachel style, without the hip-hop music. And and also, no matter how busy I am still going to be doing the live chat this Thursday. It's 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern, and I'm pretty sure that's 11 p.m. for all you guys over in England, and that's on Ustream. Make sure you follow me on Twitter to get the link for that. And as always, I love hearing from you guys, so send me your questions, or if you just want to drop a line and say hi, send it to rachelmoore@gmail.com. Hope you guys had a great weekend, and I look forward to talking to you on Thursday. Love ya.